LaSalle Green Oilers. Beginning with their setter number 5, Eco Adahar. Outside hitter number 9, Noel Compton. Opposite spiker number 12, Michael Fortuna. Middle blocker number 13, Nat Del Pilar. Middle blocker number 15, Joshua Magalaman. Outside hitter number 17, Vince Maglinaw. And their starting libero is team captain number 22, Menard Guerrero. The head coach of the Green Oilers is Mr. Jose Roque. Presenting the starters of the Chi-Chi Brotherhood Titans. Beginning with their team captain, outside hitter number 5, Jonathan Sorio. Opposite spiker number 3, Matthew Miguel. Setter number 7, Ferdinand Deniega. Outside hitter number 13, Christian Alicante. Middle blocker number 16, Rafael Del Pilar. Middle blocker number 19, John Mark Lim. And their starting libero is number 25, Carlo De La Cruz. The head coach of the Titans is Mr. Obet Javier.
And we're ready to get things going in our first match today. Fortuna, Del Pilar, Campton, Maglinaw, Magalaman, Adahar, and Rodriguez will start things off for the DLSU Eco Oilers. Going up against Alim, Sorio, Mendoza, Miguel, Alicante, Del Pilar, and De La Cruz for Chi-Chi DHTSI as the Brotherhood Titans will be underdogs, obviously, coming into this matchup. But it's all about putting one good set together. If they do that, if they secure one set, it could all change, even against the favored DLSU squad.
That's right. So I think that's the beauty of the kind of tournament that we have, is that we can never be too sure about the outcome of the game. Just like the upset, with Signal, that was really a huge headline. Nobody really expected that.
First match belongs to EcoOil as the Green Oilers. Getting a little bit lucky there as the hit goes out of bounds against the Brotherhood Titans. Off-system play here. Adahar sets it up, and that touches the line. First kill of the game. Fortuna had 2 points in their last game, in their debut here in the Invitationals. As Adahar continues to target Alicante. Sorio denied, but they will keep it alive. Adahar, once again, looking at his options. Good block from the purple shirts. Now an opportunity for them to score their first point. Not a lot of power behind it, though. The quick is successful as Del Pilar will score from the middle.
That was a long rally, though, so showing about how good the defense of both of these teams. So we've seen a lot of stronger spikes coming in from the green shirts, but of course Chi-Chi is able to keep that alive. So this is what we talked about earlier, the start of the coverage, how Chi-Chi is showing promise, especially in the floor defense. It's if only they're able to make a conversion in their attacks.
You saw the attack difference between PGJC and Chi-Chi in their last game. Just a mountain to climb for the Brotherhood Titans as Adahar donates their first point of the matchup with a service error. We actually have brothers seeing action against each other.
That's right. So this is interesting, actually.
Not on the floor right now is Rafael Del Pilar, the Kuya. But they quickly give it back with their own service error. Coach Javier can't be too happy with that. Strong serve coming from Campton. Lefty touch is gorgeous from Miguel.
Wise decision there from Miguel. Going for that full swing. And in mid-air, decided to take just a tip of that ball.
Team captain, Sorio serving. Campton, though, quickly answers back. Oh, net fault is called as well, simultaneously against the Brotherhood Titans. So the younger Del Pilar, Nat, will be serving here. Oh, that was well covered. Magalaman has been outstanding protecting the net for the green shirts.
Excellent block. Let's take a look at that once again. Very well read.
They have not even gone to him yet. He was a double-digit scorer, had 11 points. That hit is wide for Alicante. As EcoOil DLSU races to an 8-2 advantage, heading into our first technical timeout of the first set.
You're still tuned in to the 2024 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. We're just getting started with the EcoOil DLSU Green Oilers and the CHICHI Brotherhood Titans. Now, Carlo and Ivy, earlier you mentioned the quite stacked DLSU lineup on offense. And you're exactly right. The team is stacked with quite a few high-efficient attackers. And if there's someone happy about that, it would be their ever-reliable setter, Echo Edahar. Echo shared with me that the trust he's built with his attackers comes from seeing their perseverance and willingness to learn in practice. He also shared with me that maintaining a friendship off the court does in fact help firming up his wavelength with each attacker, which is very important because para kay Echo, dapat parating aligned ang setter at attacker. That's all for the Green Oilers. Now back to you, Carlo and I.
Oh, chemistry on and off the court, certainly a big weapon for the green shirts as Maglinaw gets his first opportunity to score. He maximizes it as he extends their lead back up to 6, 9-3.
This is a very comfortable lead being enjoyed by the Green Oilers.
And it's tough because, you know, in the 3 points, now 4 points of the Brotherhood Titans, 3 have come off of errors from EcoOil. So let's see if they can get some of their offense going, because until you do, it'll be very tough challenging EcoOil right now.
That's true.
Another middle touch for Magalaman. And you can see Adahar going to almost, you know, every teammate. Almost everyone has scored already for his side.
That's right. He's been distributing the ball very well. And all the more it makes it more difficult, you know, for CHICHI to put on their defense.
Maglinaw has scored. Campton has definitely scored. Fortuna. Del Pilar has scored. So all the attackers have had their touches, but they have had 3 service errors early in the set. It is 10-5 still in their favor, though. Back row attack, picked up by the libero. What a chance ball for EcoOil DLSU. The runner is mighty from Magalaman, rather.
Again, CHICHI still not able to create opportunities in terms of attack. Meanwhile, the Salle has been exploiting all those opportunities and converting it into points.
Sorio denied by Del Pilar. So we might see an exchange from the brothers as they find themselves in the front row. Talking about the Del Pilars. 7 siblings, 3 of them playing volleyball. Tangkad siguro din ng parents.
I can imagine because both of these two players on the floor right now are actually among the tallest. So imagine if all 7 siblings are standing in one line.
Another attacking error against EcoOil. So that's a net touch, an attacking error, and 3 service errors, resulting to 5 of the 6 points for Chi-Chi. But they give that point right back. Service is wide from Del Pilar.
13, serving 6.
You come from a sporting family. Does it ever, get competitive when you find yourselves on opposing teams?
Well, not really, but it gets entertaining.
14-6 is the score now as EcoOil is just running on all cylinders. High combustion offense led by Adahar, but he will have another service error, his second of this match.
Another freebie point for Chi-Chi. 7 serving 14.
4 service errors.
4 service errors for LaSalle.
Good chance here for Chi-Chi. Sorio sends it off the block and out.
Off the block. Jonathan Sorio.
Well, this could be one of the strategies that Chi-Chi can use. They're having a hard time penetrating the block of LaSalle. They might as well use it to their advantage. Hitting against the hand might help.
Back-to-back points. Hey, that's exactly what they need at this stage.
9 serving 14.
They have trimmed what was an 8-point deficit down to 5, but there goes Del Pilar again.
Del Pilar answers back. Serving for the Green Oilers is Noel Anton.
If you are coming into the matchup as an underdog, the worst thing you can do to yourself is fall behind early because it really ruins your confidence.
That's right. And you think, in a match like this, if you're the underdog, there's really nothing to lose, So it's really just a matter of just playing your best.
Have to be aggressive. Like that attack coming from Lim. Middle activated by Chi-Chi as they get a point back. Maglinaw, unstoppable. And that will push us to our second technical timeout of the first set. It is 16-10, a 6-point advantage for EcoOil DLSU. End of the second technical timeout. EcoOil comfortably ahead by 6 points as Eco Adahar has done a masterful job once again distributing the wealth, making sure everyone is engaged offensively for EcoOil DLSU. That will be an overreach, which will further complicate matters for the Brotherhood Titans.
17 serving 10.
float serve, picked up by the libero, Alicante. And going back to your point earlier, it is now trying to use the aggression of the EcoOil blockers.
Well, LaSalle definitely has an advantage in the defense at the net. So it's a good way to exploit it, but not with another service error on the side of Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi would really have to be very careful about those errors. They are trailing behind, very comfortable lead here for LaSalle, so they can't afford to add more points on the board for the Green Oilers.
They're good enough on their own, even if they make mistakes. Huwag nyo nang tulungan yung opensa ng EcoOil LaSalle. Try to minimize those mistakes. As we have double substitutions coming up here for both squads. Roldan and De La Cruz checking in for Chi-Chi. Mendoza and Poquita will do the same for EcoOil.
But then, usually that's really the struggle of newly formed teams, because we all know that it really takes a while for a team to really get, the gelling together, be able to have that cohesiveness. Well, maybe there are some teams lucky enough, it doesn't take as much as a long time, but in general, it really needs to take time.
And that is why even if they're much younger, they're less experienced, some of the collegiate teams are competitive, are threats here in the Spikers Turf Invitationals because they've played for a while together. The chemistry is already solid, and that is a gift that Mendoza scores on. Chi-Chi forced to call a timeout as this lead has ballooned to 8 once again. Maglina with a powerful serve. Mendoza with an easy one.
Kaya pag nagregalo ulit, kung kanina matatapat yung bola, try yun yung mahawakan lang natin yung bola, malaking bagay na yun. Ayos lang ha. Pag yung mga, huwag natin bayaan kung pumatay yung mga sinti, ano lang. Okay lang po, talaga yung mga sinti.
You'd want to hear a little bit more energy, a little bit more resolve coming from the Brotherhood Titans as they're feeling down right now, but someone will have to step up and push this team to fight a little bit harder here in the first set. You cannot just give up, even if you're staring at an 8-point deficit.
That's right. So I think, what's another thing that's probably missing really is that fire in their eyes, that despite the fact that LaSalle is leading by a very comfortable lead, they really want to fight and just, score as much as they can. But not really a lot of aggressiveness we see in the body language of the Titans.
You have to make this a competitive set as much as you can. Another hit from Mendoza. So the last 2 points have been delivered by Mendoza for EcoOil on the back set from Poquita. Magalaman serving. Oh, that's a net touch, obvious one from Campton.
Substitution for Chi-Chi, number 16 out. Number 12.
Yorong will be coming in, replacing Del Pilar, who committed the service error earlier. So Yorong, and for that specific reason, with his team down by 7.
Oh, excellent combination play from LaSalle.
And the best setters give it right back to their teammates who just committed a mistake. Campton getting it right back.
First line at that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, another strong serve.
Another off-system play here. Campton will overcook it just a little bit. Asking for a touch. Referee's not agreeing. His coach will not ask for a review either. Double substitution as the starters will come back for the Brotherhood Titans.
Full front line once again here for the Titans. So this is an important serve.
Miscalculation coming from Del Pilar, making it very difficult for Maglinaw to react defensively. A rare attacking point from Chi-Chi DHTSI. Oh, kill block for Soria, the team captain. Might be their first block point of the match.
Could be, yes.
Yorong could not get to it as the trajectory of that ball was altered by the touch on the blockers. EcoOil leading by 6 again.
23, service 17.
And that will be a service ace for Campton.
Good off speed.
That's also a set point for EcoOil. Welcomes on service.
His approach looked like he was still going
That's right.
to a hard one. And now he does, overcooks it. Sends that one long.
Service out.
7 service errors for LaSalle here in the first set.
Really the only thing that needs a little bit of cleaning up for their side. Everything else has looked great, including the middles. And have been super aggressive. Magalaman connecting earlier, and it will be Del Pilar finishing things off here in your first set. It is a 7-point spread, 25-18 in favor of EcoOil DLSU as the Green Oilers take home the first set. (25-18), your score at the end of the first set in favor of the EcoOil DLSU Green Oilers. We're checking out some of the highlights. It'll be few and far between for the Chi-Chi DHTSI Brotherhood Titans as their attacking never really got going consistently. On the other side, it looked really good for Eco Adahar and the rest of the Green Oilers, getting everything they want on offense. Might need a little bit of cleaning up from the service area, but outside of that, it was close to perfection.
That's right. Pretty much it has been the Green Oilers in control of set number 1. And here are the numbers. 15 big attack points from LaSalle. And only 4 attacks has been converted by the Titans. And both, surprisingly, you know, they're in equal footing in terms of block points, but LaSalle has definitely given the Titans a hard time with their defense at the net. And take a look at the errors that LaSalle has given away. 11 points, and out of that 11, 7 came from the service line. So as you've mentioned, that probably is one of the things that they would need polishing. And that trend continues on for the remainder of the game. Then we know where the overload during training will be.
Couple of attacking errors, couple of net touches. But again, the big number was their service errors. But sometimes, you know, you take the good with the bad because they are serving aggressively.
That's
they
right.
are not wanting to give Chi-Chi good first balls to
Right.
get their offense flowing.
That's right. But that's how it is. High risk, high rewards. As we start off with set number 2.
That did not connect perfectly for EcoOil. And that will be outside, no touch, according to our referees. First point of the second set goes to EcoOil. Oh, hang on to that thought as we have a challenge.
I think Soria was really aiming for the hands of the blockers. But it happened right in front of our first referee, so pretty much I think he has a good view. But Soria seemed sure it touched the hand or the fingers of one of the LaSalle blockers.
First challenge of this entire matchup. And it doesn't matter if it's the first point. You need every point you could muster up if you're Chi-Chi DHTSI.
I agree. And we've seen opportunities. Let's take a look at
it's
this.
really just wide, I think.
Yeah, there was no touch. Very clean. So point goes to LaSalle.
The Titans have one remaining challenge for the set.
So let's see now how Compton will be varying up his serves. Can go strong, can go off speed, can go service error as well. Got a couple of those in the first set. And that will also be the first point for Chi-Chi here in the second, similar to what happened in our opener. Underhand serve. Maglinaw still attacking quickly, and they will score. Now, Maglinaw has been so creative with how he attacks. You never know what's coming.
That's right. And he's not the tallest player on the floor, but definitely, you know, jumps the highest.
And when you jump that high, you just have more options.
That's right.
That's a missed hit. Another attacking error for Chi-Chi.
And pretty much it's obvious, you know, Chi-Chi is bothered by the defense at the net of LaSalle.
Oh, that size at the net, making it a struggle to attack. That one sent back. Then Niega sets it up. Another hit goes outside. You're trying to avoid them so much that you can't find the correct angle anymore.
Well, sometimes I think it's worth that you challenge the block itself. I mean, they've scored points out of block touches. Good coverage.
Oh, what a wall for EcoOil. Adaharo with the pickup. Campton sets it up. Maglinaw hits it wide.
I think there was a touch.
And they will challenge on the block touch.
There's a challenge called by EcoOil. The challenge is
Campton teasing for someone to admit. Chi-Chi will rather wait for the result of our challenge. Yes, Maglinaw was really convinced that there was something there.
It did seem, at least from where I am sitting, it did seem that there was a touch from the block. But
oh, there it is, just a tiny bit.
upon review, there is a offside.
A fingertip.
Is successful. A swan point for the Green Oilers.
And the Del Pilar brothers will be talking about that later, maybe laughing it off. As the younger Del Pilar will continue to serve. Workable first ball. Oh, but they waste it. Oh, that is off. Almost a net violation as well. Maglinaw with the point. And establishing an early lead are the EcoOil DLSU Green Oilers. Still no attack point here in the second set for the Brotherhood Titans. They go to the quick. Magalaman this time.
Imagine the connection that they have wasn't really the perfect first ball, or Echo wasn't really in the best position, but still that quick attack continues on.
Not powerful, but placed in the right position. Del Pilar has been here for a while. He continues to serve. That is wide. No touch. Will they challenge again? No, they won't. It will be 8-1, a 7-point advantage for EcoOil DLSU as we head to our first technical timeout of the second set.
You're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference live here in the Phil Sports Arena. Now let's dive deeper into the Del Pilar sibling rivalry present on both ends of the court. We are seeing history today because it is actually the first time that these two brothers are facing each other as competitors in volleyball. Nat and Raf have been counting the days to this matchup because competition has been boiling up in recent dinner conversations. I spoke to the older brother, Raf Del Pilar, about how this competitive family came to be. And he told me that him and Nathaniel started playing as teammates in basketball. And eventually they shifted to volleyball as competitors. Raf also tells me that, jokes aside, it does help to have your brother critique your game. And his family now is looking forward to see which brother wins in two departments, attacking and blocking. That's all for now. Back to you, Carlo and Ivy.
But Jerry, we'll have to find out how tall their parents are. Please ask a little later
Yeah,
on.
I think that would be an interesting bit of information, seeing how tall these two brothers are on the floor.
And now the older Del Pilar is serving after Chi-Chi got their first attacking point, but Magalaman has been outstanding. So good in that middle, Ivy.
That's right. And the connection once again, you know. And I think that's something that helps a lot.
And you almost feel it coming already. When Magalaman gets going, it makes things easier for Maglinaw and Campton, so they will get going after. Another misconnection there, as Iniega could not locate where Marinas wanted the ball. 11-2, a 9-point advantage for EcoOil, forcing this Chi-Chi timeout.
Ayusin naman natin, no? Kailan yung score, oh. Hindi na maganda sa mata. Uy, alam mo malaki yung katapat mo, di ba? Hindi pwedeng mahuhuli ka ron. Tapos hindi pwedeng katiting lang italon mo. Tumalong ka ng gusto, mataas ka tumalong eh. Ulitin ko, malaki. Ulit, pag sila atake, ganun uli gagawin. Idadaan uli sa yung bola. Unahan mo. Birthday connection sa spiker.
Guys, huwag kayo mag-expect kasi na magandang receive agad. Sige, kung pagpangit basta nabiyak na mataas sa inyo, i-discard nyo kung paano papatayin, paano nyo... Chichi!
You heard it a little bit, some angst, you know, some discomfort in that timeout. Sometimes it's what you need really to break out of a slump, because if you just allow yourselves to be mellow and down, you will not be able to compete.
You know, definitely Titans would have to challenge themselves because, you know, we see the material. It's just a matter of, you know, how they bring it and how they are able to release the cohesiveness together as Maglinaw scores another point for LaSalle.
Regalo na naman of that powerful serve from Fortuna. Over reception from the team captain. Thank you, says Maglinaw, for the early Christmas gift. of speed this time, but it was read by Yorong.
No,
Oh,
ball
they pick
still
it up.
alive.
They still get it to the other side. Amazing effort defensively for the Green Archers, and they will score off that scramble.
Amazing reflexes on the side of LaSalle.
That's just effort. I mean, when you're up by double digits, sometimes you don't even have to do that, right? But
Yeah.
they're competing at a very high level.
And, you know, you can see there's no complacency on the side of LaSalle. So that means, you know, they realize the threat that the Titans may also have. So, you know, you can't just put your guard down.
Roldan and Salazar coming in. So a switch in their setters with Chi-Chi DHTSI down by 10. Off back at is long, says our linesman. But LaSalle is convinced that it
But the
actually
first
touched the
referee
line.
calls it in.
Oh,
Yeah,
the first referee called it in.
So I think he's, from his vantage point, he has a very good view of where the ball landed.
Overruling our line judge there, as this lead is now at 11 for EcoOil. Another strong serve. Sorio has had to work so hard. Fortuna with a set. Look at that. Adar with the kill. Everything working for EcoOil.
And Echo just, you know, just being so chill about it.
Adar or EcoOil as a group?
EcoOil in general. How they're playing is that they're not relaxed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can see that, you know, they're
Having fun, right?
yeah, they're having fun, you know. So it's still that, you know, they still have their game face on, but at the same time, I think they're chill at the same time. I don't know how if it makes sense.
Oh, that's 2 hits for Campton, and he will not be stopped. 16-3, utter domination for EcoOil DLSU as we march the second technical timeout. Another look at this kill from Captain. We'll take a quick break.
Hindi man araw-araw na nakangiti. Ilang beses na rin tayo humihindi. Palagi, TJ Monterde. Sa huli, palagi. Babalik pa rin sa yakap mo.
Hirap nun eh, yung natatambakan ka tapos biglang kumakanta ka on air.
Pero maganda boses niya, ha?
Kaya pangiti-ngiti na lang yung
At
DHTSI.
least magandang kanya reception
good
after
reception.
that.
Kaso hindi sila naka-atake ng maayos. Salazar with the spike picked up. No look set. Magalaman kills it again. Nakatingin dun sa back row, pero dadalhin sa middle. You know, those little nuances separate the good setters from the great ones.
That's right.
Well, it's actually been mostly the service errors of EcoOil DLSU providing points for Chi-Chi DHTSI. 3 of them in this set.
That's
Only
right.
one attack point for the purple shirts. Soria, that ball bounced off of him. Another point for EcoOil.
Substitution for EcoOil, number 9 out. Number 11, Eugene Gloria.
Opportunity for Gloria to see some action here as they lead by 14 big points here in the second set. Tough first ball to work with. And it's even a miss hit from the team captain.
Second one out.
You know, these things happen. These type of sets happen. How do you break away from it? How do you alter how you look at the ball game, Ivy?
Well, you know, those are things that are also done in practice. You know, so not everything, of course, comes out perfect. So I'm sure that they've also had drills on that. You know, but you know, I think at any point, especially if you're in this situation right now with the Titans, I think this is really more about what's going on in your mind already. You know, so it's tough. I'm sure it's tough for the Titans. Very, very comfortable lead being enjoyed by LaSalle, but you know, you really have to. I think it's really already it's a mental challenge.
Yeah.
Mental challenge here for the Titans, more than the physical.
Double substitution. As Paquita and Mendoza check back in for Fortuna and Adahar. 20-5 as Marinas serves here. That's a gorgeous first ball, but a miss hit from Gloria.
Too much for Gloria.
No, sometimes when you're freshly checked in, too much energy. A bit over-eager on that attack.
Redeeming himself, and there was a touch as the point is called in favor of LaSalle.
He went back to Gloria to give him an opportunity to erase that mistake. 21-6, just 4 points needed for EcoOil DLSU.
Back row. Strike roll done.
As a point for EcoOil.
Everything just falling apart quickly for Chi-Chi here in the second set. Oh, and those things, it's just a lack of aggression.
That's right. You know, we've seen it in the body language of the Titans in set number 1, but I think there's, you know, it went down more here in this set.
You know, coaches would rather see miscommunication in terms of two players trying to chase the same ball and not no one wanting to come near it.
And Magnino scores from the pipe. It was interesting to see when the younger Del Pilar blocked yung kanyang kuya.
And that is in. That is a service ace for Paquita. So just a perfect set for the DLSU squad. EcoOil, tremendous here in the second. Paquita caps it off. Varied types of service coming from him, resulting to the ace. And this huge second set, they win it 25-6, 2-0 for EcoOil DLSU. 25-18, 25-6 dominance coming from EcoOil DLSU as they're one set away from picking up their second win in 2 games here in your 2024 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Checking out the highlights, and I think it'll be exclusively DLSU for the highlights because that one was an outstanding performance.
That's right. The Salle was almost a perfect game for them, if we may say. So it has been very fluid movements we've seen with the green shirts. And again, despite the fact that they were leading all throughout the set, you know, the aggressiveness continued. You know, the level of energy has been very consistent. As we take a look at the numbers and the complete dominance, as again, in all of the different areas. And only 5 free points given away by LaSalle. So that means that only the free points helped in getting the 6 points of the Titans in the second set. They only made 1 point from themselves, and that's only the one attack. So pretty much a lot of things to talk about here for the Titans.
Arena Plus, Aztecs Sports, welcome to the third set of our first match in a triple header here inside the Phil Sports Arena. Carlo Pamintuan with Miss Ivy Remulla on the call. And Ivy, I don't remember covering a game where a team only had 1 attack in an entire set.
Same here, actually. So, you know, but we've mentioned it that, you know, the level of energy and the body language of the Titans was really quite different in the second set as compared to the first. So hopefully, you know, with the time that they were able to talk together as a team prior to coming to the third set, you know, there's something that shakes it off, and that they would see a better performance here from the Titans. They really have to challenge LaSalle more.
First point of the third set will belong to EcoOil DLSU as Gloria converts again. But I actually appreciate how Chi-Chi tried to start. At least it was something aggressive. You know, to make something happen.
Right, and the first set was actually better for them. You know, a lot of better executions. They've had good sequences. It's just a matter of like how much they're able to maintain a consistency. But second set really, you know, everything just plummeted for them.
They've been targeting Soria with the service, and that ball will bounce out off the block point for Alicante.
This is interesting now for LaSalle. Entirely different lineup we're seeing on the floor. Opportunity for the rest of the squad.
Adahar will continue his break as Poquita will continue to be their setter here in the third.
So no double-digit scorers so far yet for LaSalle, but Maglinaw is the top scorer with 8, and with Magalaman. And Campton with 6, with Del Pilar with 6, Mendoza with 2. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's Soria leading with 3, Miguel and Lim with 2, and Alicante with 1 point.
That would be the second point
now for Alicante.
So similar to the numbers they had in their last loss against the PGJC Navy Sea Lions. More important here is wag kang magpapaiwan agad, right? Fight back at least early in the set. Give yourself a chance, an opportunity. But how can you with the high flyers of DLSU just showing their wares?
Good combination play.
Combination play, that one defended. De La Cruz could not get to it. Back-to-back attacks for EcoOil DLSU. Coach Jose Roque really showing off his wealth of talent from the bench even. But they will have a service error here to donate the second point for Chi-Chi in the third set. Gloria with a fake out. But he knew that one was way long, as Magalaman is back in that front row.
Serving for EcoOil is Eric Lyo.
Oh, net violation error in the side of LaSalle.
And fall on Manana's point for Chi-Chi.
And this is what you want. Just stay within striking distance. Give yourself a chance. Kasi pag nakita mong nalamangan ka agad ng 4, 6, parang di ka na makahinga eh, di ba? You drown in that early disadvantage. Oh, big gap, big hole in the defense. Magallanes with an easy one. Decent first ball. Sorio will connect off the block.
That hits Gloria on its way out.
And we have a triple header for you today here inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. Coming up would be the FUDN Steel Ultras facing off against the VNS Griffins, followed by the Crisscross King Crunchers going up against the Signal HD Spikers. So if you're watching on TV right now on One Sports Plus, or Pilipinas Live, well, a lot of opportunities to make your way here to the Phil Sports Arena. Oh, lucky break there. Friendly touch of the tape results to service ace. Tasdeniega, I think, hurt himself as well. Bit of an awkward fall at the net.
But this is just a 3-point advantage for LaSalle. So the Titans, the goal here is not to make the lead any bigger. Good pass.
Oh, the set was off. Poquita will score. So the two setters have attacking points, have spikes actually here in this match for EcoOil DLSU. After that good serve, a mistake from the setter, and it turned to a quick point for Poquita. We now jump to our first technical timeout of the third set. DLSU doubles up on Chi-Chi.
You're still tuned in to the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. On the court is the DLSU EcoOil up against Chi-Chi Brotherhood Titans. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. In the case of LaSalle's team captain, Menard Guerrero, with a very deep and very skilled bench, comes great responsibility as their leader. I got the chance to speak with Menard earlier, and he told me he's beyond proud of how the team's chemistry and system has been flowing throughout their performance in the league. But one missing piece to Menard's puzzle is a unified maturity and discipline throughout the ups and downs of a league. Menard shared with me that the expectations of the Green Oilers are very high, as being a collegiate team gives them an undeniable advantage given extra days and hours spent in training. So coming into this match, he expects his teammates to master a certain level of groove. And as captain, Menard takes it upon himself to find the balance between enjoying the game but with discipline, which is exactly what we're seeing go down in the first few sets. That's all for the DLSU EcoOil Green Oilers. Now back to you, Carlo and Ivy.
Thank you so much for that report, Jerry. Your favorite NBA superstars on NBA TV Philippines are now available on Signal Play. Download the Signal Play app on the App Store or Google Play and subscribe now to catch the action in this brand new NBA season. How about Poquita getting 2 points here in this third set?
So that just goes to show, you know, that the setters can also be, they cannot be counted out in the offense.
9-6. Poquita with the set. Del Pilar was in the correct position, but could not save that point. 10-6. At least it's close, right, for Chi-Chi right now. Put a little bit of pressure because everything looked too easy for EcoOil DLSU in the second set.
A good decision to let it go. Third service error for LaSalle here in this set.
Well, this is the closest it's been for the Brotherhood Titans. But the attacks continue to fall for the green shirts here in the third set, even with none of their mainstays seeing action. No Campton, no Magalaman, no Maglinaw. But they're still attacking with aggression, with intensity, as they lead by 4.
And goes to show how deep the bench of LaSalle is. Not a good pass there.
Uh-oh, miscommunication there. A chance for Alicante, picked up by the libero, but it sails out. Chi-Chi gets a point back.
Better performance being shown here by the Titans. Far cry from how they performed in the second set. Almost a good pass. Oh, ball still alive. Good chase.
Chance ball though. Middle attack. Nice save from the defense of Chi-Chi. Where was this in the second set, right? Look at them moving on defense, fighting back.
Oh, that did not cross the net, but excellent defense from the Titans, and this is what we want to see. They're giving LaSalle a hard time. LaSalle keeps on just attacking, but the ball is kept alive by the Titans. Excellent defense.
We have a challenge for a block touch. Chi-Chi believes there was a touch coming from DLSU that would have allowed that rally to continue. But again, even if this ends up as a point for EcoOil, that kind of effort gives you some confidence.
Oh, yes,
gives
definitely.
you some momentum even if you give up the point.
Definitely. And that's really a good sign, being shown here by the Titans.
Oh, it did.
Oh, yes, there was. The ball could have gone over, I think.
So we have a replay of the point. Usually when it comes to those things, especially in men's volleyball, it will happen.
Yeah.
Like, you hit it with so much power that if it brushes that white tape, it could very well
over.
hit.
That's right. Oh, good save once again.
Poquita chases it. Sorio picks it up. They go to the quick. Oh!
Miscommunication on the side of the Titans. But again, commend the effort in the defense.
Going back to the point that we were trying to make in the second set, you'd prefer that over no one.
Yes,
over
definitely.
no one trying to chase it. The push covered. De La Cruz with the pickup. Oh, nice quick.
Good defense as well in the side of the green shirts.
And that easy touch delivers a point for DLSU. If you send it over easy, at least make it a little bit awkward for the defense, and that serve falls in for an ace. comfortable 6-point lead now for EcoOil DLSU.
There was a touch.
No touch. Magalaman admits to it. As Sorio will score again, he has been more effective sending it off the block.
That's right, and that's where they have been scoring the points. So this is what we were saying in the past two sets. You know, if they're having a hard time penetrating through the block, then they can use the block to their advantage.
Tama yung angulo ng mga tira ni Sorio. You know? He's just really looking for a touch from the block. Double contact will be called against EcoOil. So back-to-back points for the purple shirts to cut their deficit down to just 4. Oh, that's unstoppable.
Excellent kill.
I mean, no one will come close to it. As tall as Del Pilar is, the vertical elevation of Magalaman is something else.
That's right. It's really overtowering everybody. I think he has a very good view from the top.
And if you look at his body type, the lean legs, pang-jumper talaga eh.
Yeah,
No? Pang-talunan talaga yung laro ni Magalaman. Binagsak ni Pokita, who has been ultra-aggressive here in the third set. 1-2 play connecting. As you're headed now to our second technical timeout of the third set. It is 16-11. Pokita says, I could try to set up Magalaman, but let me score this one. We'll take a quick break.
Trust the process. Kasi kung walang process, walang mangyayari. Like every time we lose the game, pag natalo kami, okay, sige, natalo kami, but we really need to trust the process kasi it takes years para makuha yung process na gusto namin. So hopefully this year, this is the process.
You know what's funny is the things that you see on the screens are piped in to the venue. So they hear their interviews, they see themselves, so you see them reacting right after. That's one of the quirks, you know, one of the...
I know, and they probably didn't realize what they've been doing when they were shooting that.
One of the fun things that we do here
But
in Spikers Turf.
It's good because, you know, like, probably they're a bit stressed with the game, or you know, they're kind of nervous with the game, and then they see their faces on the screen, they hear their voices. It makes them more nervous.
Oh, kanina kumakanta pa nga si Sorry, diba? We give a shout out to sports agent Charlie D watching right now. Maraming salamat, Sir Charlie, for watching. We're supporting Spikers Turf. Sorio, nabantayan ng block. Magalaman sends it to the other side. Alicante off speed. Good dive there for the green shirts. And Magalaman sinungkit sa taas again. He has so much elevation from the middle.
And he hardly has to jump that high, you know, because his reach alone is really over everybody else.
Like no chance to out-jump him. As we have Eko Adhar coming back. Maybe to put the finishing touches. They let that one go. It's a service ace. It was just a 4-point game. But now you see EcoOil doubling up on that lead. It's at 8 points once again.
Long or short. Hindi pwedeng babaksak lang sa ating dalawa, sa pagitan yung dalawa. Mali ka. Ha? Sige, bawi natin sa pasa.
Malika.
Go, 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 go. Bawi tayo, bawi, bawi, bawi. Go, go.
Pag nag-receive, di ba lumabos ang bola, huwag lang yung mag-over yung bola.
Chichi!
Well, their final stand will have to be here and now for the Chi-Chi DHTSI Brotherhood Titans. They gave EcoOil a bit of a tough fight in the early goings, but now they find themselves down by 8 once again. Del Pilar will be called for the overreach there. As this lead is extended further to 9. 20 serving 11. This is Hernandez with the serve. Ooh, another ace. Hesitant on the reception was the libero de la Cruz, deciding if it would go down the line
yeah, that's right.
or outside.
You know, sometimes when you're in doubt, you just really have just get it.
But another service error from DLSU allows the Brotherhood Titans to get at least a side out. Their team captain serving.
So after
Sharp
a 6-point run,
service ace as well.
It's a service ace for Jonathan Sorio. 13 serving.
It will not be the most powerful serve, but he places it perfectly. Adahar gusto magalaman, slowed down by Alicante. They go back to Alicante. Now they sent back. One more try for Alicante. Defense is right there. And the run from Magalaman opened up the defense of Chi-Chi.
again, excellent playmaking here for La Salle.
One more timeout requested by Chi-Chi DHTSI.
Bigyan mo lang sa spiker, bahala ng spiker. Pag yung bola dinala rito, huwag mo i-cross. Gamitin mo na yung side blocker, ha? Ang plano niya, papatat ball. So yung tao rito, yung cover dito, Carlo, dapat nakasupport ka, ha? Pag set mo sa open, support ka rin sa kanya.
Kahit tayo lang tayo kumagal.
Dito mo lang yan, dito. Chichi! Sa akin, Berry.
22-13 is the score still in favor of EcoOil DLSU, but already a decent improvement, a bounce back from
That's right.
Chi-Chi after that lackluster effort in the second set.
And I think more than the score that you see, you know, it's really how they're performing now in the third set. So really better than how they did in the second. More aggressiveness.
LaSalle just really a talented bunch. Deep lineup. Walang butas. Adahar sets it up.
Oh, still alive, good defense.
Scramble for Chi-Chi. And this rally continues. One of the best of this entire matchup. Finally a kill from Mendoza. Double-digit lead once again for EcoOil with Magalaman serving. Great attack from Alicante. Will get them a point back. But their leading scorer from the last match was actually Del Pilar, and you really did not feel his presence here.
That's right.
Well, you feel it now with that service
Speaking
ace.
of,
Maybe we
right
should have
on
talked
cue.
about him a little bit earlier.
Just right on cue. Well, you know, because it's quite difficult to set up their middle attackers because they haven't really been giving out a lot of good first balls.
That's true. That's true. That limits the options for the setters drastically. They keep going back to Alicante. Slowed down by the block there. Back to Alicante. Power tip. Connects.
A lot of variation in the attacks of Alicante, and it has been paying off. But I think, you know, the resilience in the defense of the Titans is what has helped them here in this set. Talagang nagiging matyaga at matibay ang kanilang floor defense.
Showing some resolve, some grit and determination here, and forcing EcoOil to commit a couple of mistakes here and there.
So lead this trip down to 6.
Oh, that a timeout for EcoOil DLSU. Their lead is down to 6, 23 to 17.
Ang pasa nyo, ang kapos. May angat nyo na lang, angat nyo para at least makaset up na maayos. Hindi halos makatayo si Eco eh. Hindi naman kasi laki ni Pokita yan para bigyan nyo ng ganun kapag.
Go, go, go.
And that should be a message to the receivers as well. Different setters require different passes, diba? Si Pokita pwedeng mababa ng konti, but si Eco bit taller
That's right.
as a setter.
Pero minsan din kasi, no, pagka magaling yung setter mo, parang feeling mo kahit anong klaseng
Kahit
pass ay
nasan.
bigay mo.
Oo, that's true.
Minsan ganun din eh. You know, there are setters like that even if it's not a perfect pass, you know, they can make something out of it. So sa mga receiver, minsan nalilimutan din nila yun eh.
No, kill block from Alicante. And it's just a 5-point lead. This has been a really strong run with Del Pilar serving for Chi-Chi.
Another good serve.
Underhand set. Not a lot of power behind it. And that connects to bring us at match point for EcoOil DLSU.
But that was a good 5-point run for the Titans.
Uriel Yo-Yo Mendoza now serving to try and finish things off quickly. He won't be able to do it with another service error.
7th service error of LaSalle here in this set. So we're already counting 17
Wow.
service errors for this match.
Attacking error as well. As Chi-Chi is hanging in there, trying to stay in this conversation. 4 more points to save though. And that will do it. That is the exclamation point needed, and it is Eugene Gloria who delivers the killer blow for EcoOil DLSU.
But this is a better performance, of course, from the Titans. They've managed to stretch it out for LaSalle.
Of course, for EcoOil, they used largely their bench unit here in the 3rd set, but still, a lot of talent there, a lot of great athletes coming from the 2nd unit. And as a result, they score another 3-set sweep, 2 games, 2 wins here in the Invitationals for EcoOil DLSU. Again, coming to you from the Field Sports Arena, the confirmation of our result, 25-18, 25-6, 25-20 in favor of the EcoOil DLSU Green Oilers.
Welcome back to the 2024 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Just a few minutes ago, the EcoOil DLSU Green Oilers bagged their second straight set win of the conference. I am here with the best player of the game, Vince Maglina, with 10 points, 7 blocks, and 3 attacks. Sorry, correcting myself. 10 points, 7 attacks, and 3 blocks. Firstly, congratulations, Vince, on win number 2. Sorry, going back to our interview. So very komportable maglaro ang Salle, Josh. So for you, gaano ka-importante ang pag-e-enjoy during games?
Napaka-importante po sa amin maglaro ng masaya po kasi yun po yung doon po lumalabas yung laro po namin pag masaya. Ini-enjoy lang po namin yung every game and every point po. Tapos every point po nagse-celebrate po kami.
So pangalawang straight set win na to for Salle.
Yes po.
So for you, satisfied ka na ba with your performance or may mga gusto ka pang ipakita sa mga susunod yung laro?
Di pa po ako satisfied sa laro ko po kasi alam ko po sa sarili ko po na may best pa po. Tapos yung best na po na yun ay tinatrabaho ko po sa training and sa training. Pinapakita ko po sa game yung best ko po. Yun lang.
There you have it. That was our best player of the game, Josh, from the DLSU EcoOil Green Oilers. Now turning it back to you, Ivy and Carlo.
Thank you so much. As you know, it was super difficult to find a best player of the game because, you know, Adahar was already given his flowers in their first game, so you can't give it to him again in back-to-back times. Maglina was outstanding, efficient. 8 points for him, 4 receptions, 4 digs, but Magalaman, we thought did just a little bit more for DLSU in this match.
That's right. So not only in the attacking department, but also defending the net. And let's take a look at the numbers for set number 3. So 16 big points in attack for Salle. And this is a good number to show, you know, with the Titans had more blocks than Salle did, but still 4 service aces despite the fact of committing 7 errors at the service line. No? Pero yung talagang high risk, high rewards talaga itong Salle. And the errors that Salle gave out in total for that set was 10, but a good job to Titans kasi they managed to minimize the errors, giving away only 4 points. And again, this is a better showing for the Titans. A lot of good sequences when it came to floor defense, a lot of good rallies. And nakita natin talagang they were diving all over the floor just to make sure that they keep the ball alive. And that's actually a good sign, you know, here for the Titans.
You know, a thing that people might not understand is that those service errors, the aggression there, is directly related to the limited number of attacks for Chi-Chi DHTSI, diba? Yun yung rason kung bakit hindi sila nakakakuha ng magandang first ball.
Right.
So even if you make a few mistakes here and there, it's something that you live with for EcoOil just as long as your opponents will not get their offense going, and that has been the result. Like only 1 attack in the second set. A little bit better for Chi-Chi, as you said, here in the third with 6, but they will still lose via 3-set sweep. Up next, we have the FEUD and Steel Ultras staking their clean slate against the VNS Griffins. After that, the Crisscross King Crunchers will go up once again versus the Signal HD Spikers. 2 more games remaining here inside the Field Sports Arena, but that will be it for your first game. For Miss Jerry Medina and Miss Ivy Remulla, I'm Carlo Momentuan, thanking you for your continued support. This has been your 2024 Spikers Turf Invitational Conference on Pilipinas Live, One Sports, and One Sports Plus.